If this meme made you laugh, this video is about you. And yeah, it was about me too. Because if you're watching this late at night, phone in your hand, half smiling at jokes you've already seen 100 times, this isn't just entertainment anymore. It's a habit, and maybe even a coping mechanism. Not a dramatic one, not the kind people talk about openly, but a quiet one, the kind that feels harmless because it's funny. Let's talk about dark humor for a second. Dark humor is smart, it's self aware, it lets you laugh at things that would otherwise feel heavy, and that's why it works so well. When you're tired, when you're behind, when life doesn't look the way you thought it would, dark humor gives you relief without asking you to change anything. You laugh, you exhale, you scroll again, and for a moment you feel okay. There's a reason these memes hit harder at night. During the day, you're distracted. There's noise, people, expectations. You're reacting, not thinking. But at night, everything slows down. That's when your brain finally has space to notice what you've been avoiding. The jokes land differently then, not because they're funnier, but because they describe exactly how you feel when no one is watching. You're tired, but not sleepy. Unmotivated, but restless. Scrolling, not because you're entertained, but because stopping would mean thinking. That's why nighttime doom scrolling feels addictive. It keeps your mind occupied just enough to avoid uncomfortable thoughts, and dark humor becomes the perfect companion. It understands you without asking you to change. But here's where things get uncomfortable. Most of the memes you laugh at aren't actually jokes. They're confessions. I'll fix my life tomorrow. Me at 3 a.m. Burnt out, unmotivated, still scrolling. They're funny because they're true. And when something feels true enough times, your brain starts treating it as normal. Not temporary, not fixable, just normal. That's the part no one warns you about. Dark humor doesn't just reflect how you feel. If you live in it long enough, it reinforces it. You don't notice it happening. It's subtle. You stop feeling urgency. You stop feeling pressure. You stop feeling that inner voice telling you should probably do something different because the joke already acknowledged it for you. Think about it. Every time you laugh at a meme about being tired, your brain hears, "This is who I am." Every time you laugh at a meme about procrastination, your brain hears, "This is normal behavior." Every time you laugh at a meme about giving up, your brain hears, "This is relatable." And relatability is dangerous when it replaces responsibility. At some point, the humor stops being something you enjoy and starts becoming something you are. You don't just laugh at the joke, you internalize it. You start describing yourself using punchlines. "I'm just lazy. I'm always tired. I'll fix it later." They sound harmless. They sound self-aware. But words shape identity, and identity shapes behavior. If you keep telling yourself the same joke, your brain stops hearing it as a joke. It hears it as a label. And once something becomes a label, it becomes very hard to question it. I'm not saying dark humor is bad. It's not. I still enjoy it. But there's a difference between using humor to survive and using humor to avoid. And most people don't realize when they cross that line. Here's the real issue. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not unmotivated by nature. You're overstimulated, emotionally numb, and constantly giving your brain small hits of relief instead of one moment of discomfort. Scrolling is easier than acting. Laughing is easier than confronting. Relating is easier than changing. So your brain picks the easier option. Every time, Something strange happens when you stop numbing yourself constantly. At first, everything feels louder, boredom feels heavier, thoughts feel sharper, and that's why most people go back. Not because they're weak, but because they've forgotten how to sit with their own mind. But if you stay there long enough, as something shifts, you start noticing what actually matters to you, not what's funny, not what's relatable, what feels important. That's when motivation slowly returns, not as hype, not as discipline, but as clarity. Motivation doesn't come from hype, it doesn't come from speeches, it comes from friction. From the moment you realize this isn't how I want to feel every day. Dark humor can still exist, but it stops being your identity. It becomes what it was supposed to be, a tool, not a lifestyle. If this is hitting uncomfortably close, that's a good sign. It means you're not broken, you're aware, and awareness is the first real step toward doing something different. Not everything, just one thing. Going to bed earlier, closing the app, working for 10 minutes instead of 0. Small actions count when they interrupt a pattern. You don't need to disappear from the internet. You don't need to become serious overnight. You just need to stop letting jokes replace decisions. Because the longer you stay emotionally offline, the easier it becomes to let life happen to you instead of participating in it. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here because I was you, laughing, scrolling, avoiding. And at some point, I realized the jokes weren't funny anymore. They were accurate. That's when I knew something had to change. If this video made you feel seen, good. If it made you uncomfortable, even better. That's where growth starts. And if you're still here, still listening, that tells me one thing. You're not lazy, you're not lost, you're just emotionally offline. And the fact that you're watching this means you're already waking up. You're not behind in life, you're not lazy, and you're not broken. You've just been coping quietly for a long time, laughing things off, scrolling past discomfort, telling yourself you'll deal with it later. And that makes sense, but you don't have to stay there. You don't need a complete life reset. You don't need motivation speeches. You just need to stay aware long enough to make one different choice. Close the app a little earlier. Sit with the silence. Do the thing you've been avoiding for just a few minutes. That's how it starts. If this video felt like it was talking directly to you, that wasn't an accident. You're not alone in this, and you're not stuck. You're just emotionally offline, and the fact that you made it to the end means you're already logging back in. Before you click away, don't rush to the next thing yet. Just stay here for a moment. No scrolling, no switching apps, no background noise. Let your mind slow down. Notice what you're feeling right now, not what you think you should feel, what's actually there. Maybe it's discomfort, maybe it's boredom, maybe it's a quiet sense of recognition. Whatever it is, you don't need to judge it. Just notice it. If something in this video hit a little too close, that's not a problem. That's awareness, and awareness is usually the first thing we try to escape from. So instead of escaping, just sit with it for a few seconds. You don't need answers tonight. You don't need a plan. Just acknowledge that something matters enough to make you pause. Stay here for 10 seconds. That's enough. You can go back to your night now, but try to take this awareness with you. That's how change actually starts.